Good evening, and welcome to this evening's production of Dracula. Just a few reminders. Please turn off all cell phones. Please be careful when entering and exiting the riser areas. Please note that there is the use of strobe lighting, special effects, and loud bangs. Please note that there will be one 15-minute intermission, and refreshments will be sold in the rear of the commons. Restrooms are located outside of the commons near the side entrance to the commons. Now sit back and enjoy the show.
Lucy's no worse.
Just the same, sir.
Oh, Jonathan!
Oh, Dr. Seward, what is it? Why have you sent for me?
My dear John, I told you in my wire there was nothing new.
You said no change, don't worry, but to come at once?
And you lost no time.
Well, I jumped in the car and burned up the road from London. Oh, Doctor, surely there must be something more we can do for Lucy. I'd give my life gladly if it were to save her.
I'm sure you would, my boy. You love her with the warm blood of youth. But don't forget, I love my daughter too. She's all I have. You must see that nothing medical science can suggest has been left undone.
Medical science can do much for Mina. Poor Mina.
Yes, poor Mina. She died after these same incredible symptoms that my Lucy has developed.
My Lucy too.
Our Lucy then.
Good God, what was that?
Only Renfield, a patient of mine.
But you never keep violent patients here in the sanatorium. Lucy mustn't be compelled to listen to raving madmen.
I quite agree, and I'm going to have him sent away. Until just lately, he has always been quiet. I'll be sorry to lose him.
What?
An unusual case, zoophagus.
What's that?
Life-eating maniac.
What?
Yes, he believes by absorbing lies he can prolong his own life.
Lord.
Catches flies and eats them, and by way of change he feeds flies to spiders. Fattens them up, and then eats the spiders.
Good God, how disgusting. But tell me about Lucy. Why did you send for me?
Yesterday I went to Holland for my old friend, Professor Van Helsing. He'll be here soon. The car's gone down to the station from now. I'm going to turn Lucy's case over to him.
Another specialist on anemia?
No, my boy, whatever this may be, it's not anemia. And this man who speaks a dozen languages as well as his own knows more about mysterious diseases than anyone alive.
Heaven knows it's mysterious enough, but surely the symptoms are clear.
So are poor Mina's perfectly clear. There they're at it again, every dog for a mile around.
They seem howls of terror.
We've heard that chorus every night since Mina fell ill.
When I was traveling in Russia, and the dogs in the villages howled like that, the natives always said that the wolves were prowling about.
How do you think you'll find wolves prowling around Purley 20 miles from London?
Yes, your house might be in the wilderness. Nothing in sight except for that place Carfax that Count Dracula's taken.
Oh, your friend the Count came in again last evening.
He's no friend of mine.
Oh, don't say that. He knows you and I gave our blood for Lucy as well as for Mina. And he's even offered to undergo transfusion himself if we need another volunteer.
I choked and sworn it might. See, I've misjudged him.
He seems genuinely interested in Lucy. If you're a young man, I think
What?
that... But his attitude shows that it isn't that. We need sympathy in this house, John, and I'm grateful for it.
So am I. Anyone who offers help to Lucy can have anything I've got.
Well, I think he does help Lucy. She always seems cheered up when he comes.
That's fine. May I go see Lucy now?
We'll go together. That must be Van Helsing. You go on ahead, I'll come presently.
Professor Van Helsing.
Ah, my dear Van Helsing, I can never have paid you for this.
Were it only a patient of yours instead of your daughter, I would have come. She once rendered me a service.
Oh, don't speak of that. You'd have done it for me. Let me give you something to eat.
No. I dined on the boat train. I do not waste time when there is work to do.
Oh, Van Helsing, you cast the old spell on me. I lean on you before I've been 2 minutes in my house.
You wrote me of your daughter's symptoms. Tell me more of the other young lady. The one who died.
Oh, yes. Poor Mina Weston. She was a girl just Lucy's age. They were inseparable. She was on a visit here when she fell ill. As I wrote you, she just grew weaker day by day. She wasted away. But there are no anemic symptoms. Her blood was normal and analyzed.
You said perform transfusion.
Yes, Sir William Briggs ordered that. You see this mark? Well, Lucy and her fiancé, John Hawker, gave the blood as well.
So, 3 transfusions. And the effect?
She rallied after each. The blood returned to her cheeks, but the next morning she would be weak and pale again. She complained of bad dreams. 10 days ago we found her in a stupor from which nothing could rouse her. She died.
And the other symptoms?
None, except those 2 little white marks on the throat that I wrote you about.
And which perhaps brought me here so quickly. What were they like?
Just 2 little white dots with red centers. We decided she must have run a safety pin through the skin of the throat, trying in delirium to fasten a scarf or shawl.
Perhaps. And your daughter's symptoms are the same.
Precisely. She too speaks of bad dreams. Van Helsing, you lived in the tropics. May this not be something alien to a medical experience in England?
It may indeed, my friend.
Redfield, how did you? Who is this man? One of my patients. This is Rose. Did you hear us talking?
Words!
Come, Redfield. You know I mustn't wander about this way. How did you get out of your room?
Wouldn't you like to know?
How are the flies? Mr. Redfield here makes a hobby of eating flies. I believe you eat spiders too sometimes, don't you, Redfield?
Will you walk into my parlor? Said the spider to the fly. Excuse me, doctor. You have not introduced me to your friend.
That's enough now. Come, Redfield.
Humor him.
Tell the attendant to come here at once.
Yes, sir.
Oh, very well. Professor Van Helsing, Mr. Redfield, a patient of mine.
Ah. Who does not know of Van Helsing? Your work, sir, investigating certain obscure diseases, not altogether unconnected with the forces and powers that the ignorant herd do not believe exist, has won you a position that prosperity will recognize.
What about you? That's your patient leave us up again!
Bloody sir! I like to go with him!
But this is the second time. Only last night you let him escape, and he tried to break into Castellano's house across the grounds.
He didn't get the door this time, sir. He's dropping nearly 30 feet out the window. That Louis just a bloomin' eel, he is. Now you come with me.
Now, Redfield, if this happens again, you'll get no more sugar to spread out for your flies.
What do I care for flies now? Flies. Flies are but poor things.
Oh, go get your fly.
A low form of life beneath my notice. I don't care. Pin! That flies.
Oh, don't you? Any more of your tricks on taking your spider away?
Oh, no! Please, dear Mr. Butterwood, please leave my spider! He's getting so nice and fat. And he's another doesn't fly, so he's just right. Just right.
Come, Mr. Renfield. What makes you want to eat flies?
The wings of a fly, my dear sir, typify the aerial powers of the psychic faculties.
Butterworth, take him to his room.
One moment, my friend. And the spiders?
Professor Van Helsing, can you tell me why that one great spider lived for centuries in the tower of the old Spanish church and grew and grew? He never ate, but he drank and he drank. He would come down and drink all the oil of all the church lamps.
Butterworth!
One moment, Dr. Sword! I want you to send me away now, tonight, in a straight waistcoat. Chain me so I can't escape. This is a sanatorium, not a lunatic asylum. This is no place for me. My cause is to disturb Miss Susie, who is ill. They will give your daughter bad dreams, Dr. Sword! Bad dreams!
We'll see about all this in the morning.
Why are you so anxious to go?
I'll tell you. Not that fool Sword. He won't understand. You. No! I wasn't to say anything!
What was that?
It was a bat, gentlemen. Only bat. Did you know? In some islands of the eastern seas, there are bats which hang on trees all night when the heat is stifling, and sailors sleep on the decks in those harbors. In the morning they are found dead men! White! Even as Miss Mina was.
What do you know about Miss Mina? Take him to his room.
Please! Why are you so anxious to be moved from here?
To save my soul!
Yes.
Oh, you'll get nothing more out of me than that! And I'm not sure I'd rather stay. After all, what is my soul good for? Is not what I am to receive worth the loss of my soul?
What's got him thinking about souls? Have you the souls of those flies and spiders on your conscience?
I forbid you to play me about souls. I don't want their souls. All I want is their life. The blood is the life.
So!
That's in the Bible. What use are souls to me? I couldn't eat them or
Or
drink. You know too much to live, Van Helsing!
Here you go, him!
I'll go quietly. I warned you to send me away. Dr. Sword, if you don't, you will send for my soul before the judgment seat of God!
What are you laughing at, Louie?